Most individuals rise in the morning and begin pondering their difficulties. These issues are linked to specific memories, which in turn are tied to certain individuals and objects. Your mind operates similarly to an aged tape player, replaying the same old tape repeatedly each day. If your mind documents the past, each memory carries an emotion, and these emotions are products of past experiences. Thus, when you remember the troubles of your past, suddenly you find yourself feeling unhappy, sorrowful, and in pain. How you think and feel shapes your state of existence. In essence, it molds your personality. If your entire state of being at the start of your day is rooted in the past, it indicates that your past will likely shape your future. For instance, if an event yesterday angered you, and you dwell on it today, you feel the anger once more. Persist in this for a couple of days, and others will perceive you as having a rough day. Continue for a week, and they'll say you're moody. If this goes on long enough, anger integrates into your personality. You'll be recognized as someone who is perpetually irate. As you can observe, your thoughts influence your destiny. This implies that if you continually dwell on past events, you'll recreate the same existence. Unknowingly, you perpetuate the life you dislike. Here's the typical scenario. You awaken and immediately reach for your smartphone. You scroll through Instagram, check WhatsApp, skim through a few emails or messages. You glance at the news and suddenly feel deeply connected to everything that's familiar in your life. Subsequently, you engage in a series of habitual actions. You rise from the same side of the bed, use the restroom, grab a coffee in your preferred mug, shower, dress, and commute to work the same route. At work, you encounter the same colleagues who trigger the same emotional responses. Once work concludes, you rush home to repeat everything again the next day. This becomes your daily routine, and routines operate like computer software. Now, your free will is overpowered by this programming. It's not you in control, but the subconscious routines. By the time we're 35, 95% of our identity comprises memorized behaviors, emotional responses, unconscious habits, ingrained attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that function automatically like a program. Thus, with just 5% of your conscious mind, you might desire health, happiness, and freedom. However, your body is governed by a different script. It's like pitting an average, slender person against a champion weightlifter. It's no surprise then that changing old habits is daunting and often results in reverting to familiar patterns and recreating the same old life. So, how can you initiate change? You must transcend the analytical mind, which separates the conscious from the subconscious. This is where meditation becomes crucial. Through meditation, you can alter your brainwaves and slow them down. Doing this effectively allows you to access the operating system and instigate profound changes. Most wait for a crisis or a dire diagnosis to start making changes. Joe Dispenza advises against this. Why wait for adversity? You can evolve through pain and suffering or through joy and inspiration. Most spend 70% of their life in survival mode, living in stress, always anticipating the worst scenario based on past incidents. They select the most negative possibilities from the limitless potentials available. Every time you relive a negative event, your brain and body react as if it's happening anew. You emit the same emotional signals to your body, which functions like your unconscious mind. There's no difference. It believes the event is occurring right now. Most continually recreate their negative emotional states by obsessing over them. When the time comes to relinquish that negativity, you might declare your desire to change. But the issue is that your body, conditioned for years to these emotions, overpowers your intent. The body once served you, but now it dominates. When you decide to change and venture into the unknown, the body resists. It prefers the familiarity of guilt over the discomfort of uncertainty because it can anticipate the former. Stepping into the unknown is daunting for the body. It fears that crossing to the other side signifies its end and will resist change at all costs. This is why as soon as you begin to meditate, distractions arise. You remember a crucial task or recall a memory from decades ago. This is your body urging you to revert to the familiar misery. The unknown is the ideal place to shape your future, and meditation is the gateway. In a deep state of meditation, you begin to craft your future. What new life do you envision? What behaviors do you wish to exhibit? Who do you aspire to be? The act of mentally visualizing and rehearsing your desired life is the most potent method to manifest your future. If you are truly present, your brain cannot distinguish between imagined scenarios and real experiences. Through the power of imagination, you're programming your future. Your brain then transitions from a record of the past to a blueprint for the future. If sustained, perhaps you might even begin to behave like a joyful person. The challenge lies in teaching your body to emotionally pre-experience the future before it occurs. Merely imagining it isn't sufficient. You must emotionally feel it within. Thoughts are the brain's language, while feelings are the body's. Through feelings and emotions, your body comprehends your mind's intentions. If you don't feel anything, your body isn't getting the message. It's like having a functioning internet modem in your room, but you can't connect because your phone's Wi-Fi is off. Once you start feeling the emotions associated with your thoughts, you connect to the internet, allowing you to download your future life. This means you don't have to wait for success to feel successful. You don't need to acquire wealth to feel abundant. You don't need a new relationship to feel love. According to the quantum model of reality, the moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you are generating wealth. From that moment, you begin stepping toward your future. Now, you are the architect of your future. You're no longer living as a victim, blaming others or circumstances for your condition. Sadly, many today are victims of their own past negative thoughts. It's vital to remember that not every thought holds truth. Just because you think something doesn't mean it should guide your actions. On average, you process 60 to 70,000 thoughts daily. 90% of these thoughts are repetitions from the previous day. If your thoughts determine your destiny, then without change, your life remains largely unchanged because the same thoughts lead to the same choices, behaviors, experiences, and emotions. That's why meditation is crucial. It heightens your awareness of your thoughts, actions, and feelings. The more aware you are, the less likely you'll let an undesirable thought pass unnoticed. The term meditation means to become acquainted with. As you familiarize yourself with the thoughts, behaviors, and emotions of your former self, you cease allowing them to influence you. Instead, you start cultivating new thoughts and condition your body into a new emotional state. If maintained long enough, this new state becomes familiar. Creating a new self is akin to cultivating a new garden. First, you must clear the weeds and stones. Then, you remove last year's plants and prepare the soil. Only then can you begin planting. Meditating is analogous to this process. It's challenging to train your body to sit and meditate. Much like training a wild animal or a dog, you command it to sit and stay, but it wanders off, requiring you to bring it back repeatedly. When you begin a meditation session, your body questions the change. Accustomed to getting angry at emails around this time, but now, you're sitting still, doing nothing, off the usual schedule. Over time, as you continue this practice, your body will begin to obey. Just like a well-trained dog, when the body finally submits, you experience an energy release, transitioning from particle to wave, from matter to energy, and freeing yourself from the emotional chains that anchor you to the familiar past. If you persist for just 7 days, you'll start noticing differences in your life. You'll catch yourself more often, preventing a return to the old, unhappy self. However, you must repeat this process long enough until your future reality becomes your present reality. I hope this video was insightful. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.